Ciao my friends, welcome to my kitchen. This is where I teach you easy recipes for everyday cooking, and today's recipe is going to save you so much time. It is perfect. It all goes into one dish, and it is chicken, rice, potatoes, tomatoes.
Potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys,
It is super delicious and packed with lots of flavor. Your family's going to love it. It is going to become a weeknight special for your family. Pronto? Allora andiamo a cucinare. First thing we're going to do is we have our 9x13 baking dish. I have some potatoes that I am going to cut. I like to do about 6 slices per half, so you'll end up with about 12 slices per potato. And I'm just using the skin because these are organic and there's a lot of fiber and nutrients in the skin. But if you don't want to, you could peel your potatoes. That'd be totally fine. Next, I have half of a small onion, but my onion was pretty big, so it's a quarter size. And we're just gonna cut this into some small diced pieces as well. Now we're gonna drizzle about a tablespoon of olive oil, half a teaspoon of salt, quarter teaspoon of pepper, and half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And we're just gonna toss all that. Now I'm just gonna cut the inside of the tomato out. Be careful not to break the skin, because we want to keep these little tomato cups intact as best we can. And just scrape out as much of the juice that you can. There, and we just want to have nice little clean cups. We'll just set those aside and set the tops aside as well. Now that your tomatoes are all scooped out, we just want to sprinkle a little bit of salt inside. And I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of salt to the tomato mixture, about a quarter teaspoon of pepper, and I'm going to puree. Now you can use either a blender. I have a hand immersion blender, and that's fine. We just want to puree it. All right, now that it's all pureed, if you're someone who doesn't like the tomato seeds, you by all means can strain it. To me, it doesn't bother me, so I'm okay with it. So now we want to take our tomatoes and place them in the corners of our pan, and now we can add our potatoes around our tomatoes. It's going to act as a wall and hold up the tomato walls as they cook and they get soft. The other thing, we've got some chicken. I have some chicken thigh here, but you could use chicken breast or whatever it is that you your family prefers. And these we are also going to toss with a little bit of pepper, some salt, and some olive oil. And we're just going to place these in the middle here, just like so. All right, so now I want to make this really simple. It's not really rocket science. What I usually do is I take 2 tablespoons of rice and place them into each cavity of the tomato. And this is raw rice, it's not cooked. Then I take a teaspoon of Parmesan cheese and I add that. And then I like to add some fresh parsley. So I'm just gonna chop up a little bit here. All right, now I'm just gonna add a little bit of parsley in each one of the cavities. Now we are going to fill the cavity with our pureed tomatoes. And I'm just gonna take a spoon and just kind of mix everything up in here. And now you want to make sure that you top the tomatoes off with as much juice as possible. If it overflows a little bit, not a big deal. And now we just want to take our tomato tops and place them on top of each of the tomatoes. And that's all there is to it. And now we're going to bake it in the oven, 350 degrees, for about 45 minutes to an hour until the rice is cooked. Oh, it smells so amazing. I wish you guys could be here. So let me show you how to serve this up. This will serve 4 people, so I usually figure 1 tomato per person, chicken thigh, and a potato per person. So we just want to scoop this up, and you can see that it also gave us some beautiful juices that we can just drizzle over our chicken and over our tomato. And when we pop that little head off the tomato, we can see there's all this beautiful rice in here. It's super, super yummy. And this is a great dinner when you don't have time or you don't want to cook. You just want to put everything in one pot. Your family's going to love it. It's got everything in here, the meat, potatoes, the vegetables. It is super delicious. As usual, the recipe is below that you can print out for yourself. And until next time, ciao, ci vediamo dopo.